Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC. So, a subscriber to the channel asked if I wanted to check out these knives, and he sent them over. So, let's check one of them out. All right, guys, this is the last one in this batch that I wanted to talk about, and the reason I picked this one last is because it is a custom knife. So it's hard to review or to look at a custom knife because I'm a custom maker, so I'm going to see a lot of things with this knife that maybe you wouldn't, and I'm not going to really bash it because it is a custom, and overall it is really cool. So what is this? This is a custom knife called the Mini Cleaver Neck Knife by Pilyon on Etsy. So if you look at Pilyon on Etsy, you will find this knife. The really cool thing about this is, and I don't know how, he should be charging way more, but this knife right now on Etsy is $88. Let that sink in for a little bit. A custom fixed blade that looks like this. N690 steel. I don't know many people working with N690 steel, but you got N690 steel, $88. So I'm going to start with that. It's $88. So let's talk about it. Number one, these come with a leather sheath set up for neck carry. But I got this because this is what was sent in, and this is a Kydex sheath. So I don't know if it came with the Kydex sheath at the time that the person purchased it or what. The Kydex sheath is very interesting, the way that they have this clip on there. It's actually clipped in on the inside of that, which is very interesting how they did that. I can only imagine how they did it. Actually, I kind of know how they did it, but it's done very well. It's not my ideal way to carry this knife. I would definitely do a taco sheath or do belt carry on this if I was going to do it, but it's not my knife. So this was sent in by, again, the same person who sent all the other ones in. You have N690 steel. I love the contrast between the raw steel and the belt finish. So this person just threw it on the belt, grinded it down to a fairly thin edge, not too terribly thin behind the edge, but you have that nice contrast. The resin and olive wood handles are done very well, very attractive resin, and this is olive wood mixed in with the brass pins, done fairly well. It is 3-finger, there's no lanyard hole, so you're stuck with your 3 fingers, but your thumb gets right there on top of that cleaver looking blade, and very well done for the cuts. It is extremely sharp, and it's done very well. The handle scales are squared off right here and pulled back away from the blade, so your finger gets right up there, and it's very comfortable. Well, I wouldn't say very comfortable. It's fairly comfortable for what it is. So it's just a small little neck knife. You got nice thick handles, so that really fills your hand when you have it in your hand. It does fill your hand, and it's pretty balanced in your hand for what it would be. So carrying that on your neck or on your belt and being able to make those cuts and do everything you need for EDCing is pretty cool. Or just if you want to do it for a neck knife or a hunting knife, however you feel like you want to carry it. Let's look at some of the specs on this. You have 1/8 inch stock, which is good. The overall length is 5.9 inches, so you're just under 6 inches, which is true. The blade length is 2.75 inches. This one is just a little bit over 2.75 inches, and that's the back of the blade right there. So done very well. He's saying that the hardness is 58 to 59 HRC. I don't know if he's doing all of his own heat treating, but it doesn't really say on here if he's doing all of his own heat treat, but I haven't read through the entire map. I don't see anything listed as far as heat treat, but his hardness on N690 is 58 to 59. You can make up your own determination if you think that's a good hardness or not. Everything is fairly even and done very well. He has polished all the edges on this up, and it's done extremely well, like I said. So you have that nice contrast between the polished spine on the handle down in here, and then you have the nice rough finish on the steel, which is done very well. It's just kind of went with what the steel looks like, and sometimes it's a really cool look, and I kind of like it. I don't know. That's pretty much it for this one. I don't want to go into too crazy. Let's look at some size comparisons. We'll look at it with the Dust Devil. And obviously, the Dust Devil is much longer, and it has a thinner profile than that one. Let's look at it versus a Rat 2. Much smaller than the Rat 2, but you can see as far as overall package, it's a nice small overall package that could be neck knifed or however you want to carry it. Really, it's 100% up to you. Again, it's VV Elementum. And yeah, I don't need to pull out anything else. I think those three will give you a good idea. How about a Rockhopper? Here, let's put this versus a Rockhopper. And it is just a little bit bigger overall than my Rockhopper. So not the Rockhopper XL, just the regular Rockhopper. So done very well, and it's a very interesting knife. And for the money, $88 for this? That's pretty stinking good. I mean, that's a lot of work put into this for $88. So he's grinding that blade, putting an edge on it, making this handle, gluing everything up, making it polished and looking all good for $88 plus a leather sheath. I don't know, guys. That's pretty stinking good. Pretty stinking good. So check him out. I'll put a link. I think I'm going to try to put the link for his Etsy store in the description of this video. This is done very well, and maybe you guys can check him out and see something else on his store that you might like. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.